folks. This is Michael Munson again. I just wanted to take a few moments and talk a little bit about anxiety. I know a lot of us are feeling anxiety, whether it's kind of that free-floating anxiety because it's kind of in the air right now. A lot of us are feeling anxious about the state of the world and the health of ourselves, our neighbors, the country, the world. Many of us might be feeling some very specific anxiety. If we're worried about money, if we're worried about if we're going to have a roof over our heads or food on our table, or any number of things that might be very specific. But a lot of us are dealing with anxiety right now. And I just wanted to offer one very simple technique that can sometimes help calm anxiety, no matter what type of anxiety it is. And it's something that's really simple. And a lot of times, the techniques that we can use around anxiety or around some of the other things that we're feeling can be very, very simple. It's just a matter of having to remember to do some of those things to help bring us back into our center. So some of the things that we can do to try to calm our anxieties are to use our five senses, or as many senses as we have, or as many senses as we feel like we're able to do. So one of the things that I suggest to folks is that, if you're sitting somewhere, and it can be sitting in your bathroom, sitting in your living room, it could be out on the sidewalk if you're outside of your house, still maintaining some distance from other people. But no matter where you are, you can do things like say to yourself, I'm going to look at things and I'm going to see what I can find that's rectangular. So it might be the rectangular tile in your bathroom, it might be the sidewalk pane, it might be how the tree looks where there's like a rectangular shape on the bark. It could be anything, and just see how many things you can find that look rectangular. You can do that about color as well. So say, I want to look for everything that I can see that's blue. So it might start with that, I'm wearing a blue shirt. It might be that across the way I see a book that happens to have a blue spine on it. Anything that you can find that's the color that you pick. You can use other senses like your hearing. So you can just ask yourself, well, what am I hearing right now? So you could either look for something or just ask yourself to check in about, what am I hearing? You might encourage yourself to, in this time of social isolation and physical distancing, to say, can I hear any human's voice? So you might pop open your window if you're inside your apartment or your home and just listen to see if you can hear somebody's radio, somebody's TV, somebody talking with their kids, a kid that's outside playing or inside playing, and just check into what you can hear and focus on that. You could do the same thing with taste, the same thing with smell, the same thing with what you're feeling, your body is feeling in terms of sensation. So it might be, what do my hands feel like right now? Where are my hands? Are my hands touching my desk? Are my hands touching a pen and holding the pen? It might be about, what does my seat feel like? Am I sitting on my seat firmly, or am I on the edge of my seat? It could be about, how does my shirt feel against my body? You could use any number of things that ask yourself to reflect upon what you're feeling. So by using our senses and checking in with those very simple things, like what shape something is, what color something is, what type of sound something is making, what kind of sensation we feel against our fingers or our skin, or against our clothing. Those are all ways of taking that anxiety that feels really oftentimes out of control and really chaotic, and saying, I'm just going to focus on this one thing for just a minute, or maybe for just 30 seconds, and see if that will calm your mind a little bit and allow you to feel just a moment of less anxiety, of less stress, and maybe just a little bit of easier breathing as you just take that time to focus on one of those senses or multiple senses to try to feel in your body again, just for a moment. Thanks for listening.